Hello everyone and welcome back to the Spearhead cast with me, Matt. We have a 1v1 field here on La Grace Breakout. A vanilla Company Heroes 2 map added with the Americans, I'm pretty sure. We have Professor versus Q. Let's go through the players. Representing the Waffen-SS today, we have Professor going straight out of the game with Panzer Tactics. And while representing the Soviet Union, we have Q without a commander choice yet. See how they overrun the battlefield quickly. They'll need to get a lot of the ground quick. In the 1v1, the Soviet Union can be really powerful, but then again, the Soviet Union is just a very powerful faction in general. They have so much field presence very early, already getting like 3 conscript squads, while the Germans only had the Sturmgrenadier. Might I go for a second Sturmgrenadier or go for the Hitler Youth is the question. Because we are playing as Panzer Tactics as the Waffen-SS, you can get Hitler Youth as a cheaper alternative, but looks like they're going for double Sturmgrenadier, so more expensive elite infantry. So it's pushing it pretty far just to see if they can intercept. Germans are being smart though and going for the fuel first of all and not trying to get tricked into an early fight that they could get overrun in. You need to be very cautious early game, especially against the Soviets. Soviets could just overrun you from different angles if they get a good sight on you. Germans are securing the point here. Sappers are still waiting around. Storm Pioneers are moving up here to secure this point. Soviets have secured the center, but Soviets have not gone for their fuel yet. Trying to deny ground at the center, which is actually going to the Germans' advantage right now because they're not losing any critical points. Oh, first thing, shots have been fired. Panzers getting up close there. Germans need to get into good positions. At least conscripts suck at aiming, as you can see, but one strong grenadier has to go down. Now the Sappers will try to flank. Molotov going out. Sappers trying to flank here. Will Wagner's on the field with an MG42. I don't think the Sappers won that fight though. I know the Sturm Pioneers are ready to flank. Kulwang's gonna just gun them down. Ooh, that's brutal. One Sapper squad dead. Good play there from the Waffen-SS. You're mowing down the guy on the ground. Oh, getting some shots in on the conscripts in the building. Able to shoot over the wall here. While conscripts rush to the battlefield, still no command choice. Sturm is rushing forward. That's a very risky move. So it's going inside the building. Rain assault going into one of the buildings. Quickly relocating behind the truck. Good to see. Oh, conscripts down. Very good play here from the Waffen-SS today. Professor has a very healthy start right now. You don't want to lose any units if you're playing as Waffen-SS in a 1v1, and this is done really good. They've taken out a lot of Soviet squads. Maxim now being called in here by the Soviet Union. Machine gun available to the Soviets, that's on wheels. Has also a shield on it. Sturm Pioneers are getting very low, they have to get out of there. But this might go for an intercept. Oh, they definitely go for an intercept here. I think that might be a dead Sturm Pioneer. Oh, they're mowing him down there. That's a huge loss for the Waffen-SS right there.
MG squad awaiting orders.
Kulwang has to be cautious. Sturm Grenadiers are staying around. Going back because they're afraid there might be a Molotov coming their way, I think. You have triple Sturm Pioneers on the battlefield though. That is a lot of very high quality infantry in the field very early for the Waffen-SS. We also have an Aufklar coming in. Now the Sturm Pioneers should win in most engagements at long range against the Soviets, so... They could also be armed with MP40s because they're playing as Panzer, which would help them in medium to close range. Oh, they're going for the building. Yeah, that would still be Molotov range, I feel. I don't think the Germans won. Yeah, the Soviets are getting ready to Molotov. Yeah, Molotov going out. Going over the wall and right into the building. With Molotov, but it looks like it did that much damage yet. Yeah, it's starting to take damage inside the building though. And that's forcing the Germans out. Kulwang is moving up here. Looks like we're aiming to suppress. All the German infantry still around waiting. Sturm Grenadiers falling back. There's been no push on the other flank, so the Germans are still getting a fair amount of resource to work with. Battlefield is somewhat evenly split. Aufklar on the field here. Now armed with the MP34 and a K98 instead of a sniper rifle as of the newest patches. Overall recon squads have been changed a lot to no longer be marksmen. But it's still pretty good to have around, and they get experience just being near the fighting now. Also, they can get medikits out the gate now? That's pretty handy. Another Storm Pioneer coming in here as a reserve. 3 Storm Grenadier, though. That is... Oh, one is getting an MG42. I would possibly personally have gone for the MP40s due to the urban environment. That's just my opinion. Max have set up inside that big building. Oh, that's bad for the Kugelwagen. Yeah, it gets decrewed there quickly. We're gonna go for it.
Soviet HQ now includes a field hospital.
Oh, this is the kind of situation where the MP40 would be handy. Well, I think the Germans will still win that engagement thanks to heavy cover. They do a lot of damage to it, but if they had MP40s, that would have been a potential kill zone there. Now, the After does have the MP44. Means that they're a good angle here, they could actually kill some of them. We're gonna just coming up next to the Aufklar. The Constants have to pull back there. We have a commander choice, not yet for the Soviets. That's a smoke grenade. Ah, very smart. We're gonna try and decapture the point while it's being obscured. Very smart there, but there's a Soviet Sapper nearby. Offering a grenade inside the building, actually. Very smart. Almost killed the machine gun. Maybe the Soviets want to stay around there for long. We also have a take-up truck going out here for the Waffen-SS. They take up with trucks after all. This is again where I think the MP40 would be handy. Battle charge going out. Destroying the truck and the building. I think the MP40s would be a very good call here. They're also fairly cheap. Only 20 munitions for 2 MP40s. Oh, Franzoviki in the field though. More professional troops from the Soviet Union. Bring a Molotov. They guessed where the Storm Grenadiers had moved. Who and the Aufklas have been spotted. Oh, not good there for the Germans. And Aufklar in the open is just going to get mowed down. Franzoviki have very accurate shots compared to other Soviet infantry early on. And they grabbed that MG42 off the ground. Oh, that's a huge boon for that Franzoviki squad. Oh, the Germans are in full retreat right now. Might be a dead Storm Pioneer. Oh, looks like he manages. But German do have tech up going on. The Soviets have also teched up with the rifle command. Which is probably how they got the Franzoviki, obviously. Because Franzoviki requires the rifle command. Ooh, I think the Germans might need to get some ground quickly. Although Franzoviki did take 2 losses. At long range, the rifles on the Storm Grenadiers are still pretty good. But we also start to see MP40s. Which I think is overall just a good choice due to the ranges they're firing at in this urban environment and the corners. The MP40 is a pretty decent submachine gun after all. I think it has 32 rounds. Yeah, 32 rounds. Pretty handy. Oh, we also have a command choice. 112. I think that's tank. So we have Panzer versus tank. We might see a lot of potential armor late game in a 1v1 of all things. Need to see who comes on top of that. We are seeing a mortar coming out here for the Soviets early. Well, not really early at this point, but thanks to the rifle command. We're also seeing the support weapons company up, allowing the Soviets to get some light vehicle support. As well as the CIS gun if they need it. But the MP40s, I think, might help the Storm Grenadiers in some of these engagements.
Hold. Regimental HQ for mechanized units will be here.
Let's see, the Congress was just waiting around. There's still been no movement up here yet. Wagner's around for a response though. Grenadiers are still moving around. So it's building a fortified position where I think increase the manpower income? Yep, it does. Pretty handy. Maximus inside this building here. It's been turned into a Fort HQ. Because we're trying to grab the Kugelwagen, I think. What are they going to throw down a splintering grenade? Very smart. Using the smoke to save them. They do a lot of damage though.
Mobile command has been set.
That was nearby getting a satchel charge, but the Storm Grenadiers are moving. Ooh, I might be bad for this. Ooh, that's a satchel charge! Ooh, very cheeky satchel charge there from the Sappers. But this is down to only two squads and one Kubelwagen. I think the Mthis needs to invest in some infantry. Ah, we are seeing a command F1 tank on the field though. Which I don't think the Soviets are prepared to fight. Yeah, they don't have the upgraded AT grenades. We are seeing a Assault Guard squad being prepared though. More Storm Pioneers being prepared. They will equip with the MP40I, which means it has 2 magazines strapped together, so it has double the fire rate. Oh well, double the bullets. Oh, cool, I lost its gunner!
Light vehicle destroyed.
I think it allows us to suppress actually. Because it's a very potent assault weapon. You're actually armed with double MP40s if you're playing as Panzer here. Going for a grenade assault by the looks of it. Let's see if that grenade assault. Oh, he clears out the building! Wow.
Enemy has killed another infantry squad.
Germans need to grab the munitions points, I feel. Maxim is still overwatching the center. So we don't have any AT weapons at the moment. The assault guards here do, however, have AT grenades. Germany needs to cover the flank of this thing. One MP40Is are being prepared, very smart. We also have a minefield being prepared. Legal mine, very smart. Tank hunter being prepared here by the Waffen-SS. One MP40Is have been loaded. Which are actually working out pretty well for the Germans. Full vision block hit. Oh, 80 grenades have been upgraded on the conscripts. Getting one off there in the F1, but he manages to get away. Oh, the MP40Is are cutting into the Soviets. Like, it's honestly a very good upgrade. Let's see, assault guards have been equipped entirely with PPSHs though. They're ready to push. So, Germans need to repair that F1. Panzer Jägers on the field now, being upgraded with a Panzerschreck. They were afraid some kind of Soviet tank might arrive. Doesn't look like that's happening yet. Well, Eagle Mine's prepared, good to see. And a very good cheap mine choice, that's pretty effective. So far the Germans are doing pretty well. Despite having lost a lot of units. The Panzerschreck is ready in case the Soviets get a tank, but I don't think the Soviets are going to get a tank for a while. Like, they could get one soon if they take up. Sandbags prepared by the conscripts. Assault guards are just waiting around. And the F1 command tank is being repaired. The MP40Is have been very effective here for the Waffen-SS. Might be a good idea to invest in the other MP40s as well. I mean, you have a full automatic squad, like every single weapon is automatic. Order is shelling around. Panzer gets some shots in on the Fontaviki. You do have a Siskin arriving here for the Soviets to deal with the F1.
Valiant assault is now at hand. The troops await your command. Standing by.
We just pulled the tank back here for repairs. It's a lot faster than the Storm Pioneers. You have an MT-42 arriving here for the Waffen-SS. Just drive a little bit further back.
Heavy machine gun team.
And here's the MT-42. I wonder where that's going to be set up. Oh, Soviets are going for a deep push here. They're going for the field point. Guards are rushing forwards. No mines have been laid. Oh, that's giving the Soviets the opening they need, I think.
Crew, get ready.
MT-42 could sit up here, though. And start cutting into them. It needs to be very quick in setting up, though. Yeah, it's setting up, but it has no cover here. That's why they are using PPSHs. Smoke grenade, though. Very smart. F1 is quickly rushing up, though, with a blitzkrieg. Now, it should avoid getting too close to the guards because they do have AT grenades. And Siska is set up here to intercept. Looks like the Storm Pioneers are gonna lead the way. They do have the weapons for this. Lots of assault weaponry. Suppressing the guards there. Siska could get a flanking shot though. Hits the tank, forcing it back. But Stalin has been ordered here. They cannot be suppressed. They are taking some shots there from the MP40Is. Almost killing them, actually. Maxim, though, is getting some good shots on the Storm Pioneers. Forcing them off. Looks like the squad survives, though. F1 is setting up here to cover the flank. MG42 still around. Oh! Sis got hits the command tank, decrewing it. Squad survives though. I need to get rid of Maxim, however. We also have the Storm Grenadiers pushing down the southern flank by the looks of it. Securing the fuel down there. Fuel airdrop into the base for the Soviets. And we are seeing armored fist being prepared for a heavy tank. I might see a KV-1 arriving very early here. Don't think the Storm Grenadiers can win that engagement against the Maxim with MP40s. They're not even able to shoot at the moment. Artillery barrage going out here from the Sis gun. Oh, very good one at that! But they're not being pulled back yet. Not good there. There we go, now they're getting out of that. MG42 has been suppressed though, forcing it back as well. Montevici pushing up against the Panzerjägers. If only briefly. Looks like we had the first SS Panzer Grenadiers being prepared though. A Panzer Grenadier unit unique to Waffen-SS Panzer. They be equipped entirely with Sturmgewehrs, actually, scoped and non-scoped. Or entirely equipped with MP4. It depends on what they want to use them for, I guess. Ooh, I'm not sure these Storm Pioneers should be moving out yet. They're not fully replenished. Yeah, moving out on a Fonseca with an MG42. We are seeing great assaults coming out though. Oh, killing the Fonseca entirely! But Maxim is out present. Oh, and it kills the Storm Pioneer! Oh, that's a huge loss. Let's see what they do with these Panzer Grenadiers. Looks like scoped Sturmgewehrs first of all. Generally a very common upgrade. Not sure what would be best for this environment. I would probably personally go Gewehr 43 and normal Sturmgewehr. I think. At least because the ranges we're fighting at. Or they are fighting at anyway. Oh! Looks like we have the unique battle group available to the tank command called in here. I forgot what these guards are called, but I suppose we'll see when they get out of the universal carriers. They're arriving universal carriers though, which is pretty neat. This unit can be armed with a lot of the cool equipment like the RPD, I'm pretty sure. They're like meant to be the guards that took Berlin, I'm pretty sure. Oh, those not gonna hit anything because the Maximus moved. Or they're hitting southwards, I think. That's not looking good here for the Germans. They need to find a way to get out of that. Looks like the guards are heading southwards quickly. There's nothing here to stop them though. So it's just... What's this truck doing? There's a Sis gun! That's a wasted base truck if it gets hit. Oh, I'm not sure I get what's going on here. Yeah, that's oh, that's not good. Not good at all. Not sure what happened there. Kinda awkward. Yeah, I'm not sure what that was about.
Dispatching alternate command truck now.
Well, the Panzergrenadiers are slowly trying to snipe with their scope Sturmgewehrs. Need to be careful as they move up. Oh, that was artillery. Huh. And then by the Hausturmführer. Oh, guards are moving up though. But the Panzerjägers are nearby. Let's see, it's the 11th guards, okay. Oh, MG42 cuts them down in seconds! Oh, that's a waste of a very good battle group right there. Looks like 2 might get away. 1 guy will get away. Ooh, that's a pretty big loss for the Soviets, actually. The Waffe is using a base truck? Like that is kind of weird. But good job for that MT42. It's really showcasing how deadly it is. But Germans need to get a munitions point. We need to get more weapons. Oh, the Maxim might have... Oh, the Maxim got destroyed by the artillery strike. I'm guessing a KV-8. Oh, that's a KV-8, yeah. That's not good for the Germans. That's gonna do a lot of damage, potentially. Voltov going out. Ooh. Thompson's equipped the Sabers. You need to upgrade to them if you're playing as tank. Looks like it's not working out for the Sabers though. Grenade. Oh, Sabers are dead though. And MG42 kills something else over here, meanwhile. This MG42 is scoring up some kills. Now remember, the AT guns can no longer use high explosives on infantry squads. So this Sturm Pioneer only has to deal with 2 rifles, actually. They can still artillery though, and that's gonna work. But here's the KV-8, and I think this, unless the Germans pull off some kind of magic, is gonna be a very end-game weapon. A game-ending weapon. You have the Panzerjägers though. Is there a Regal Mine? There is still a Regal Mine! If the KV hits a Regal Mine, it's gonna be done for, basically. Oh, we have the guards again here. Being equipped with the RPG. Now, the crew here only has armed with Lucas, so that's not gonna do a lot. And the KV-8 is almost in range here. Ooh, that's gonna be a dead command squad. Yep, burned to a crisp. Oh, this Panzerjäger should not move up while there's a guard infantry nearby. We're seeing a Pack 40 arriving. Which should help against... Oh, it hits the Regal Mine! Didn't destroy it though, but that's gonna force the KV-1 back. Or KV-8, I mean. Germans also need to send infantry northwards to secure the fuel again. Yeah, not sure pushing up like that it's gonna be a good idea. Okay, it's gonna try to disrupt it. Okay. Ooh. And they're targeting down the Panzerjägers. They know what's the target to hit. And the Panzer cannot hit here. They need to secure the fuel up here.
Guard rifle infantry squads are now available.
There's another Aufklar here for the Waffen SS. So they can keep an eye on what's going on. The defense of this flare. So they can see the KV-8 there. But I think the Germans really need to invest just in a squad northward to secure the fuel again. Because the Soviet fuel advantage is getting quite high. Maxim is still in that building.
Attention! Ready yourself for orders.
That's getting shot at. Also, I'm not sure the scope Sturmgewehrs is just an overall must grab anymore due to the Sturmgewehr changes. It's good for long range, yes, but it's I wouldn't consider it like the best weapon now anymore. At least for all purposes. The Storm Pioneers heading southwards. Several MP40 eyes already. Looks like they're going to overrun the south. Try and get the fuel down there instead, apparently. Second Panzerjäger arriving here for the Germans. More guards are being set up here. Motor guards this time. Specialized in fighting alongside tanks. Oh, looks like the Alpha class have been spotted.
Send orders.
Fresh guards troops are standing by.
We also have a truck here for repairing the KV-8. Here's the motor guards. And they're a pretty good squad, being equipped with double DPMs. Giving them a very good holding infantry.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
Companies are securing the southern flank.
This is what they're trained for. Enemy attacking. Prepare for
Well, I'm not sure the Panzergrenadiers want to do that. Oh, very smart. Getting around the corner there. Attack quick. Because those guards are getting some good shots in with that RPD. When the Greats are hitting the building, two grenades get to the building though, just in front of it, so it doesn't do anything. Oh, the Panzerjägers are not going to do well against infantry. They have to get out of there. Pioneers are going for the southern fuel. Good to see. Don't think it's in range of the Maxim. Somebody's inside the church though. It's also just going to be in range of the Maxim. KV-8 is ready to move out again.
Men are focused and ready.
Need to see what they do with the KV-8 here.
Assembled and ready. Jäger, listen up. Area secure. Squad, ready.
Like Ford also relocating quick. I think they realized that the KV-8 is on the move. They can hear its engine through the fog of war, so you kind of know where vehicles are, and it will also show it on the minimap when the troops can actually hear it. Oh, it switched to its cannon. Buying a smoke shield, and they turned it into Ford HQ. Of course they did. It'll make it very difficult for the Germans to move up, I feel. Oh, here comes the KV-8, but the Panzerjägers are... Oh, yeah, and that's all it took. Good Panzerschreck shots right there. And that's about the Panzerschreck, everyone.
This is what they're trained for. Unit ready.
Did they have a Maxim coming the northern flank here and some motor guards moving up there? It's making it very hard to dislodge the Soviets from this viewpoint. See, we have the Panzergrenadiers still moving around with their scope Sturmgewehr. Ah, we have an IS-2 coming out, okay. So we're gonna see the heaviest tank that the Soviets have access to on the field. Guess that's why we do see people play as tank commander. Artillery going into the church. That's gonna be a dead MG42. Oh my god, he manages to get out of there. That's lucky. And now they should just retreat it, in all honesty. Retreat it and get it back to base safely. That's very rare. See, like, it survived that with only one guy left. Germans are trying to figure out how to overrun that Maxim position, I'm pretty sure. Right, they have the munitions for a very big grenade assault and just get in range. They don't have a mortar to smoke their approach, though. They are seeing upgrades for tanks now, however. Half class still going around. Another flare going overhead. Good utilization of their recon abilities. Try and keep eyes on the battlefield. Pioneers are falling back all the way on the Maxim range. Zappa's heading southwards now that the Pioneers have fell back. Panzer is taking pot shots with their Sturmgewehrs.
Taking effective fire!
The guards in a very good position in that building.
German MG!
A very good Overwatch position, honestly. Just taking pot shots in semi-automatic mode with their scope. Basically, they're just a glorified marksman squad at that point, I feel.
This is it.
Like, I'm not saying the scope Sturmgewehr is bad, but I just don't think in this kind of situation it is the best. At least when the Soviets are entrenched in buildings. And we do have the IS-2 on the field here, so the Germans are going to need to do something quick unless the Panzerwerks just kill this one instantly. Like, that can happen. Panzerwerks are very powerful after all. Oh, they went for a northwards push. But that might be hard because of the Maxim and the Border Guards with double DPM.
This is it.
Germans are lacking in mortars.
Prepare for action. HMG.
Well, they are avoiding the Maxim here though. But the double DPMs are shredding into them.
Taking HMG. Let's go. Aboard its field commendation.
Rear assault going out though. And that's allowing the Germans to retreat at least, but they are taking a lot of shots from all the angles. More motor guards in the field. Also more battle group guards called in here in their universal carriers. IS-2 is still not revealed itself.
Squad, shut it. We are receiving new orders.
Yeah, the Soviets definitely have the upper hand, they just need to utilize it. The problem with Soviet tank is it lacks artillery options, so the Germans are not going to get shelled to death yet. Of course, they could also get some CIS guns to start shelling, but that's up to the Soviet commander when they want to utilize that.
Standing by.
Good and ready.
IS-2 is preparing to make its move by looks of it. But the guards are disembarking, being equipped with double PTRSs. Ooh, so that's double semi-automatic anti-tank rifles. Not sure how useful that's going to be against someone with no tanks at the moment, but neat.
You need light anti-tank. We now have an anti-tank rifle. Anti-tank rifle ready.
I suppose there's a lot of very high caliber bullets. Now the Germans know of the IS-2. Panzerwerk misses. So it's creeping up with more cover. Bit by bit.
You have orders?
Trying to creep in on the German base here, which is quickly looking a little bit more of a desperate position, it feels like.
Ready yourself.
Like, if the Soviets could just get an opening in, they could annihilate the German base here. They have the IS-2 after all, which could destroy the base structures pretty fast. Alpha class are present though, keeping an eye on the front line. Once another flare. Flare. Power flare. Giving the Germans a good idea of what the Soviets are doing, including a mortar now. Start shelling. Double mortars being prepared by the Germans.
Is ready for battle.
Probably something they should have gotten a lot earlier, I feel. IS-2 is gonna head in. Might be aiming to take out one of the structures. Good shit, they're almost destroying it in one. I think it's not gonna be able to get a rocket off yet. Germans are quickly going on the repairs though. And they can repair it pretty fast, so nice to see.
Mortar crew ready for action.
Another shot. Needs to start repairing again.
Keep your heads down and men are focused and ready.
IS-2 here.
Oh, it's long ranging it. Germans need to repair it. Oh, they need to quick repair and quick. Like that. Oh, and now the mortars are hitting. Now it's taking longer to repair it for some reason. But a Panther tank is being prepared here by the Mthis. Could help. German mortars now shelling. Universal carriers are driving to the front line, probably gearing up for some kind of assault here with the guards potentially, or just to provide some extra firepower. That's one of them taken out. Explosive loaded here by the IS. Another universal carrier taken out. Handstrucks are being a deterrent for now. And the fortress also keeping the Soviet infantry at bay. Always in a good position. And with the Panzer Grenadiers heading southwards. Panther tank is on the field as well. Now the Panther runs the risk of just being suppressed instantly. We'll love to see what happens. But it is the Germans' best chance, I think, at dealing with an IS-2 frontally. Because the Panther does have higher frontal armor than the Tiger does. It has a much higher chance of deflecting a shot from the IS-2 than the Tiger would have.
Panther, ready to move.
Why is it taking so long to repair it now? Okay, they were repairing it pretty fast the first time.
Standing by.
Happening out here. I think the motor guards have captured Panzerfausts. They do. But that requires them to get close. The IS-2's going to take the advantage here. And the Panther hears what's going on. He has to be very cautious here when dealing with an IS. So Panzer's Rex is still trying. Oh, Panther needs to be very careful here. No penetration. Oh, Panther penetrates the IS. Panzerjägers need to pull back, I think. Lots of AT rifle shots going out though from these guards as well.
T-34 ready for combat.
We also have T-34-76 arriving, probably just to help flank or perhaps charge the Panther to give a distraction for the IS to move up. But both mortars and counter barrage at the moment for the Germans. Deal with the Soviet mortar. We've also brought in several more mortars.
We have lost our mortar team.
Looks like we have a little bit of a mortar. Oh, Germans took a pretty big hit there, but they're still able to operate. Half needs to be cautious. Oh, yeah, one good shot there from the IS is all it takes. One penetrating shot and the Panther was down. There's still the southern flank thanks to the Panzer Grenadiers, but I think the Soviets just need to push in. Once the IS-2 is repaired and the T-34 is ready to move, I think they could push in and end this potentially. And the Panzer teams are still a problem, however.
We are receiving new orders. Achtung! Prepare for action.
What are being repaired? Double pack being prepared now. Or actually one pack. One pack mortar and then a pack. Okay. Just going full on defensive mode here, which I guess kind of makes sense considering the circumstances. Kind of what you would expect in this situation, I'm pretty sure. As we're just trying to push up here, but the Max is still covering. Then Corvo going out, hits the building. Actually poisons one of the Panzer Grenadiers.
To arms!
Another plane Corvo going out. Also hitting the building.
Ready!
Yeah, you don't want to throw them behind buildings. Just saying. I also think in Combat Heroes 3, buildings are going to be a lot better at blocking grenades and such. So you have to watch the angles a lot more. Artillery going in on them. I think the Panzer just wants to get out of there.
Prepare for orders!
That's fake artillery?
What do you need? Ready!
Might be fake artillery. Looks like it. No Soviet tank got fake artillery barrages.
IS-2 here.
But the Germans just don't have anything to work with at the moment. They're getting packs though. The Soviets are just sitting back and not really doing anything. They need to take the advantage and push up, I feel.
IS-2 here.
Don't just stand there! Move! Ready!
But the IS-2 is ready to move again.
Heavy armor support.
That's to get those sandbags up.
Attention! Prepare for action!
I think the Germans are trying to save up for another Panther, but that is not going to be viable, I feel.
Do not get
More packs are arriving here.
ready! Ready!
IS-2.
Guards here. You need light.
Ooh, and good job with the Soviet mortars there, getting some very good shots in.
Ready for orders.
Soviets just need to push in, I feel, at this point.
IS-2 here.
Oh, IS-2 is finally moving. About time. There's a lack of German equipment to deal with it. Just the
Can now be called to fight for the
just the passes Rex misses. High explosive shell. Oh, that was a good high explosive shell at that. Another guard's ready to move up. And there we go. Now it's going to start moving up, spearheading the way forwards. Another structure down. Pack's trying to get a shot in. Hazard's still present. Oh, one of them hits and penetrates. Max loading and fire though. And the guards still taking shots with their PTRSs. I'm pretty sure the T-34 could start moving. We also have a truck here with sappers being prepared for something. A drive-by into the base, perhaps? We need to weaken out the pillboxes though at the MG42s and then we'll just shred the sappers off the truck.
Ready to deploy!
Oh, good job there from the motor guards. Very good position. Able to shoot into the German base at that angle. Lucas Fus being prepared. I'm not sure that's gonna help at this point, but worth a try, I guess. But Soviets at this point are just able to push forwards. Germans are being suppressed in their own base.
We need to displace! Pinch down! Take off the speed!
T-34 ready.
T-34 is ready to move shortly. I guess we'll see if the Sukusufu does anything in a short while it'll be alive.
Mobile rocket launch vehicle ready for action.
MG42 on the road now, which is probably not where it wants to be. But I suppose it is an MG42. Oh, here comes the drive-by with double sappers. Oh, they're smoking! They're using smoke shells. But MG42s are gonna start spreading them. Got to get the satchel off. They get one satchel off.
We are suffering.
Destroying the HQ structure. They only have one structure left. And with that, the IS-2 is gonna start moving up. Double Puma being prepared now by the Germans. They just need something out.
Ready to execute.
I think the Stukas needs to fire. There it goes. Remember, rocket artillery is not as accurate anymore. It's still potent though if it can hit. Oh, we're very close to the IS there. And there we go, it's been immobilized, but I think they can repair it pretty quickly nearby. Handseekers are trying to go for it,
Puma ready to deploy.
but the guards are nearby.
Ready for action.
Pillboxes are able to stop them, I think. Truck coming up here to try and set up a new engine. We're still immobilized. But the 50 caliber is just tearing through also the PTRSs.
Ready to deploy.
This is definitely the end for them. Even calling it looks, I guess, in desperation at this point.
Receiving effective fire.
Lots of other small weapons they could have utilized, but never did. Only people just like to go for the herbiest stuff if they can, I guess. You only can get a lot of other vehicles that can be useful earlier in the game. Before charging in. It's charging. Grabbing the Panzer II. And it's gonna become immobilized. There we go. Boys try to destroy the last structure. He could load a high explosive shield and do it. Takes out the students to Mthis! The Storm Pioneers have nothing to stop the tank with. Well, this was certainly an interesting 1v1, I'd say. And I like to see it on, like, Glade's Breakout of all things. There it goes. There it goes. That's the end. Hope you all enjoyed this 1v1. I'll see you in the next one, everyone. Bye-bye.